planned. They would burn down the forest until there was none, and they had to move to somewhere else where there was another one. They slaughtered the buffalo by herds. They ran the whole herd off a cliff at one time. It's fast and famine. So, people are people living in a human body. When you look over that body, you become a soul, and you're no longer a people. And you're not responsible the same way. You're much more aware if you allow it and understand it. And I'm telling you, that's the part of life you need to touch before you die. And if you're locked into this program of being prejudiced against everything and everybody, or certain things, and don't see the truth behind that, why are you, and what are you picking out specifically to go against? There's so much further you can do as a person when you're aware than when you're not. When you're programmed, you can't do anything. Are you ready? Are you listening? Can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? I hear myself. But do you? Am I telling you lies? Do you think so? Please, tell me one thing I'm lying about. The Native people are limited to how many are here right now. True bloods, full bloods. It's sad. I mean, they're going to have to become citizens like everybody else. Let go of their heritage, let go of a lot of their things soon to survive. On the reservation in South Dakota 2 years ago, 300 children died within 1 year. It wasn't one thing. I'd say it's 50-50, government and land problems. But the land problems was government pouring chemicals into the river. Suicide was a big thing as well. I worked in a school. I was trying to get into the Native school, but it was overcrowded and had too many people working there already. So I had to work in the school next to it. But they had the overflow of Native people that couldn't fit in to the other school. And just to show you, judgment, pathetic judgment, I say prejudice as well. All right, it was a school in Oregon, and I was the maintenance person. I got to be friends with everybody, all the teachers and stuff. They had one classroom, which was the Native classroom. They had all the different ages of the Native people in that one classroom. And the excuse, because I talked to the teacher many times, I talked to the principal about that. I actually did a big workshop when I quit. When I was quitting the school at Christmas, I was leaving. I did a fire dance, and I spoke to the children. I said, don't accept the way they treat you, what they tell you you are. You're all equal to everybody else. Now, they told these children they're all slow, and they had to keep them together. I mean, kids 16 down to like 10, all ages together in one classroom, which is totally unjust. And I fought with the principal. I said, how can you do that? Well, we don't have room. I said, well, take those other people that you call smart classroom kids and put them in another class. And put them together. Well, they're slow. I said, no, they're slow because you teach them, and that's all you do is teach them to be slow. So, yeah, I couldn't deal with it. I had problems with the principal. I had problems with the teacher. I said, how can you teach this? How can you sit in this classroom with that? And then tell them Native history, really? Do you have a clue? So, yeah, it's a battle. But it's all the word that we don't use is prejudiced. Oh, you can't be prejudiced. No, you are. You are. You're not. So, when we talk about creatures of the planet, like the dolphins and the whales, what China's doing to them. Well, we know Japan is slaughtering the whales. There's a law. They can't, and they are. They're allowed to do scientific testing on 10,000 whales a year. And what do? They got a whale boat out there pulls a whale in and turns it into canned whale meat. That's not scientific testing. And they put a big sign on the boat, Science Lab, which is a crock. I mean, Greenpeace people and Sea Shepherd fought years and years trying to stop them. And they helped a little, as much as they could, even to the point when one boat was whacked, a small $1 million boat was whacked by the big whale boat, and they put that guy in jail for 6 months for deterring a boat, a commercial fishing boat. You know, they go in our illegal waters, and Greenpeace tries to stop it. And the Greenpeace people are considered terrorists. Who's making a judgment call? What kind of people make a judgment call like that? Somebody that's getting paid off somewhere in the wrong direction. Somebody is prejudiced against some people for some reason. How could you be prejudiced against the dolphin? How can you be prejudiced against the whale? I'd be prejudiced against the Philippine people who slaughter them by 10,000 in a month. They herd them together and just slaughter them. I mean, morals of people? And we're not supposed to be prejudiced. If everybody loved God, knew God, I wouldn't be prejudiced at all. And nobody would have to be. But sadly, they don't. Don't have a clue. Don't have an understanding. I challenge Deepak Chopra, Eckhart Tolle, all of them about God. They don't talk about it, don't know it. Oh, you just be positive here. Positive what? All the positive people on this planet made it better? 7.4 billion people, and 92% of them are starving, homeless, abused, raped, and tortured, and you name it. And then you got the other percentage of the sick mental people that think sports are important to this planet, taking all the money from people. What kind of morals? Another word which I didn't put in there, which goes along with judgment. If you have good morals, you can make good judgment. You have no morals, you can't make a good judgment. What is morals? Please, somebody. Think about what your morals are. Do you have a clue? Do you understand what a moral is? Same as a judgment. But it's based on awareness and knowingness. Something very few people have any. People give success to money. Money can't buy your way into heaven. And it won't. And it's not going to, ever. I mean, even now they're coming out with, not to make it religious, but the three wise men brought three different things to the birth of Jesus. He was born in a cave, but they searched him out. And I can tell you that's real. You know why? Sergeant 18 and I lived in Jersey, and he got these calls saying these people wanted to meet with us. Which we did. Two of them were Jaguar priests. Two of them were elders. One of them was the head of the Chippewa Nation, head medicine man. They were all given visions to come out to be with us. But the thing that they didn't know, based on their awareness and their judgment, where we went to film all these weird creatures, ships and aliens, everything else. I did ceremony there a lot. We knew it was holy ground for the native people because they were buried there. Also, where Nikolai Tesla worked and did all his work with DuPont. So, I worked hard freeing souls there and working with that. When they came out, Sargel stayed home that night with his partner, wife, with me, with the elders and the medicine man on his property. And they realized all the souls were released already. So, you know, by the time people catch up, and then we talked when we started walking away, I was talking to the medicine man, and I said, and he goes, well, we're starting to work with the little people. Funny, I worked with the little people 35 years ago. But they're not going to save the Native nation. Definitely not. The spirits of this world, and I mentioned it last week, are leaving. We're destroying the foundation energy of this planet. Slaughtering the whales, slaughtering the dolphins, all the spirits, the elementals, for a word, are leaving. The fairies, all those nice, cute little words are leaving. Why? Because of the ignorance of the human race. Do people even care or believe in them anymore? No. It's Halloween. How many people are going to dress as a fairy? A lot. I mean, the other ones, they're not too... I mean, the gnomes and things like that. How many people go around on Halloween as a gnome? I doubt it. But all those things that exist, and they used to be here in large numbers. Now they're not. So, this word morals, are you ready to put that back in your vocabulary? So that if you make a judgment, it's a wise judgment? If you say a prejudice, it's for the right reasons? If you're not prejudiced against the Philippine people, you've got a problem. The slaughtering of that many creatures in a day or a week or a month is pathetic and sad and horrible. I don't want to get into the history of Atlantis because we didn't kill animals or anything in those days. We didn't have to. And we still don't. But that's a whole different issue. My time's coming to an end. I would say... Hold on, let me try to find what I was going to talk about. About a third into what I wanted to talk about today. I spent 2 days writing notes of what I wanted to talk about today. I'll do part 2 probably Sunday. Or maybe another day. But please, I hope you listened. Or if you didn't and you're listening now, I hope you got something out of it. You didn't run away and close out the idea that you're not thinking right. Or you accepted the idea that maybe you are programmed, maybe you are stuck, and you're not ready to see the truth, or you weren't even given the chance to see the truth. But you do need to see it and find it, at least for yourself. So with that, peace, whatever, however you create it in your life, however you can keep it in your life. Hope you have love in your life somehow, some form, some way. I have a dog, a partner. The dog, I never had a dog. Never realized how much love that they can give a person. I think they're the only creatures on this planet that know what unconditional love is. So, with that, till next time, please open up your mind and let soul come in and function within it. So that, programmed ideas allow soul to figure what knowledge it already has, and it was reincarnated many times. It knows so much. If you just let it say, hey, look, that's a dumb move, that's a good move, whatever. Wake up, people. Time's running out. Try not to pay lots of money to hear somebody speaking that's going to give you a bunch of bull. Tell you should be rich and happy. Well, you're not going to find heaven there. Again, peace. Till next time.
Wonder in most everything I